Welcome back to the Cisco TV studio, and what an amazing talk it was about one of the hottest topics here at Cisco Live, and that's intent-based networking. I'm here with Rob Boyd at the studio. And Rob, so could you tell me what did you like about this talk, and why do you think intent-based networking is so important to our customers?
So this might be my favorite area that we're going to be covering right now. So Sachin set it up, and unfortunately I was not able to pay enough attention to what these guys were saying. And so at the risk of being just a little bit repetitive, I think one of the things that we need to remember right now is that for anyone who's been around for a long time, and we have called Aeronet, as it referred to our wireless, especially premise-based wireless, Aeronet for the longest time. Aeronet is now part of Catalyst. And we're starting to see a huge consolidation, and this is not a marketing thing, but it's an awesome consolidation in the Catalyst 9000 family, to where that family is growing across a consistent code base, both at the, hey, I need to buy a lot of switches type level, or I need to really go down and I would need a full
So wait a moment,
buildable switch.
Aeronet is wireless and Catalyst is switching, so you're telling me we're actually bringing those together?
Those are actually together now, and so I'm sure we will all keep calling it Aeronet for a long time, but the idea is that wireless, when we talk about Catalyst, depending on which Catalyst model we're talking about, it may not be a switch, it may be a wireless controller. And so just something to keep in mind. We're going to go look at a video now. We'll start to extrapolate this as we go through. We'll go to the show floor in just a moment, also get some more demonstrations. But right now, take a look at this video.
Some things are better kept apart. A cat in a fishbowl, a pin in a balloon, wired and wireless. Wait, wired and wireless, managed and secured separately? Wouldn't they actually go better together, like chocolate and peanut butter, song and dance, world and peace? Well, guess what? The Cisco Catalyst 9000 family is expanding to wireless. That's wired and wireless together on one operating system. Always on, faster deployments, stronger security. Cisco Catalyst 9000 family, wired and wireless together at last.
And that just goes to prove you that if you can't believe Rob telling you that it's now about wireless as well, then believe the anonymous deep voice broadcaster guy that just did that video for us. Either way, obviously the story is coming out now, and it's good for you to know because there's a lot of goodness that comes out of this technology. In fact, speaking of goodness, Steve is out on the show floor ready to talk about some more details, I believe, in just a moment. Steve, please. Can you talk to us further?
Another one of those deep voice broadcasters, right? I'm glad you guys ran that VT because that really sets us up beautifully for what it is that we're doing right out here. I am in the middle of our spectacularly beautiful Cisco showcase, and we're going to talk Catalyst 9000 series for the next few minutes. Specifically, we're going to look at the Catalyst 9200 series switches and our Catalyst 9800 wireless controller. I've got Marcos Jimenez here with me. Marcos, get on in here with me. Okay. Doing well? Having fun?
Very well, thank you.
Fabulous.
Hola.
Hola. All right, one of our DNA solutions architects. Marcos, this is really such a new era in intent-based networking. The Catalyst family extends out to wireless. We are introducing new switches for mid-market, for simple branch deployments, and so on. The engineering team, you guys have been working out these amazing switching and wireless innovations. So tell us a little bit about these two latest introductions to the Catalyst 9000 family.
Sure, so we indeed introduced two new platforms in this big family, that is the Cat 9K that we launched 1 year ago. Specifically, the 9200 access switch to cover the branch, simplified branch and smaller deployments, and the 9800 Catalyst wireless LAN controller. So even if it sounds weird, it's really from a Catalyst family to have a real converged wired and wireless solution.
Absolutely. We talk about this all the time. Catalyst 9000, this group of products, it is the fastest ramping product line we have ever had in the history of Cisco. Why do you think that is? Why are these so special and unique as far as the industry is concerned?
Well, actually, that's a good point. Why more than 11,000 customers did already adopt Cat 9K? You know, we built a platform that from a hardware perspective, it's programmable. So it can evolve. It can really innovate, it can really support features that don't even exist today by programmability. So we think that customers really like this from a lifetime perspective for the product, having programmable ASICs and an operating system that is open, agile, and flexible. They are much better prepared for innovations that you need today and that you might need tomorrow.
Excellent. All right, so we're right in front of the Catalyst 9200 right now. What would you say are the most important differentiations of this particular product right now?
Well, you know, it's part of the Catalyst 9K family. So it inherits all the benefits I mentioned from an architectural perspective. So really that hardware, that programmable ASIC, is able to cover the three main challenges that customers have today, which are security. So it's about keeping the network safe. It's about reliability, so keeping the network up. And it's about operational challenges, which is about being able to manage the network in a very simplified way. So this family really covers that three challenges much better than any other family, even in Cisco. So it steps up from the other Catalyst family that they are replacing. So there are three very clear use cases for this 9200 access switch family, which is the simplified branch, the small market or mid-market solution, and one very clear statement is the perfect solution where you used to position Catalyst 2960X, this is your product. So that's the benefits of this.
Excellent. I'm going to actually make you run down. Let's go to the other end of the desk, because I want to check out the Catalyst 9800 as well, which is back over here on this side. Nice beauty shot of that before we dive in and talk about it. So same thing. Why don't you give us those key differentiators on the Catalyst 9800?
So again, being the Catalyst 9800 wireless LAN controller part of this family, the first thing that I have to say is that it's iOS XE-based platform. So it inherits all the benefits, and you can have a uniform operating system all across your campus. Now, important thing is that it also takes all the excellence from an RF perspective that we've learned and leveraged in the last years. So we take the best of both worlds, the best operating system being iOS XE, and the best RF excellence that we've been leveraging in our current wireless LAN controllers.
All right, so you get an opportunity while you're here on the show floor to talk direct to customers. They come up to you. This is that great, rare opportunity of actually being live here at the show. What are you hearing from people when they come up and ask you questions about this and also tell you their personal stories? What are some of those great success stories that you are hearing?
Well, the most important one is that the Catalyst 9800 is not a single platform. Actually, it's a single product, but in many, many form factors. This means it can be an appliance with different scalability capabilities. It can be virtualized, so virtualized for your virtual environment, like your private cloud. It can be public cloud deployed, or it can even run in a LAN switching Catalyst 9K platform. So that's a real benefit. We call this deploy anywhere. So same features, same product, deployed anywhere. The second thing that people like, and this is because it's iOS XE platform, is the security. It inherits all the security benefits of iOS XE. For example, ETA, encrypted traffic analytics, and SDA, the best segmentation solution that we can deploy. And probably the third thing is the always-on capability. So again, thanks of being iOS XE-based platform, it takes this advantage of this operating system, being able to make some upgrades without disrupting the service, software upgrades, or for example, hot patching. This means solving a bug or a p-search without reloading the box. They are really loving this type of capabilities.
I love that. Steve, I'm going to have you swing the camera around this way so we can get a nice beauty shot up the entire platform and back into the center of the booth. I want to ask you what comes next. What are we excited about? What is the strategy moving forward from now, and what does the future hold for our customers starting here and then moving forward?
Now, if you can see these platforms, they look really similar, right? They are similar. They are the same architecture. So we can, for once and uniquely in the market, having a uniform platform in our campus from the access up to the core, and the access being wired or wireless, right? Now, how can I manage this? How can I operate these wonderful platforms? Here it comes our intent-based approach, thanks to the DNA Center platform. Now, management, we moved from 10, 20, 30 network devices up to 100, thousands. This was very difficult to manage, and all type of devices connected to it, and bring also security on it. So we wanted to move from hours to minutes in terms of operation and deployment to seconds. And literally our intent-based approach, thanks to DNA Center with SDA and assurance, is to have this complex and huge networks being very easily operated and deployed.
What a great summary of everything going on with Catalyst. Mark, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my friend. We are going to head back to the studio just for a moment, though. Come back to me as soon as you can, okay?
History. All right. Hey, fantastic. So this is one of the important things we told you about earlier before we went into that whole piece was do we understand that wireless is part of Catalyst, because you're going to hear Catalyst a lot more, and Catalyst is just a great brand, but it represents a lot of great underlying technology, and if you didn't pick up on it there, we're talking about a simple, single code base with iOS XE across the entire platform. Not just using the same base and then varying from there where we have all the multiple trains of software updates that we've all lived with for years. No, everything is converging now, and this is talking about the code, into a single binary, which means that we're going to start getting updates faster. We start getting things much more easy to understand when it's time to update the network. You have more control. All the management doesn't have to be, although I recommend it, is around Cisco DNA Center. So everything rolls up into that so that you can start taking advantage of the intent-based networking and going full loop when it comes to DNA Center assurance. So I'm just curious if this is beginning to make, as a security person, I would caution you, don't ask me any deep security questions because I want to be able to do that to you. But does it make sense? Is the messaging?
That sounds great. It does sound great. So, and I hear that SDA is a big piece of it, right? So the software-defined access.
Yeah, I think that's really key to making the technology work, because SDA is where we're going to get the consistent fabric. And actually one of the things that we're seeing over, especially in the IoT booth, is we're seeing the SDA, we're seeing that fabric extend to the non-carpeted space. So to your parking lots where you've got smart lights and such out there, and you need control systems, and you need ways to interact intelligently, perhaps bring in your surveillance and do different things like that. One fabric gives you the ability to manage and understand what's happening without fighting your system constantly just to get your work done, right?
Sounds great.
All right, cool. All right, guys, we have another video to take a look as we go just a little bit deeper on the topic.
From the moment my day begins, I'm bombarded by issues from the CEO on down.
Today, Optisha opens their new campus downtown.
75,000 square foot downtown headquarters.
We're having wireless issues.
The connections are dropping.
Blindly trying to find the root cause, never sure if an issue is truly fixed because my team can't recreate it.
We're trying to find the problem.
It might be insufficient bandwidth.
We're definitely having connectivity problems.
Without enough time or the right people, we're constantly chasing a growing mountain of problems that outpace us every day.
Of all the days for the network to have an issue, today, we need to fix this fast.
You think IT can pull this off?
What if my network could be intuitive? Like my senses, recognizing patterns, instantly processing information, making split-second decisions, and gaining context by clearly seeing the big picture.
We think we have the problem isolated.
Center is recommending a pass-through.
Well, you can with intent-based networking by Cisco. It provides my team intelligence from the millions of sensors and devices connected to it.
Access points stopped accepting 5
I'm going to pull up the historical data.
I'm going to run a wireless spectrum sweep from the network sensors.
Letting us travel back in time, seeing all the factors,
We need to enable clean air.
then guiding us to the right solution fast. It's like nothing before, giving us the context to know what is truly important. Now the network helps my team take the right action immediately, freeing us up to create, innovate, and help achieve what's next.
Nice work, everyone.
Intent-based networking by Cisco.
Wow, what a video. I just love that. 6 cents. Doesn't that sound great? Sounds like magic, but it is reality, actually. That's our intent-based networking. And well, our next topic is DNA spaces. So, Rob, could you tell me more about the location-based services platform that we are having out there with DNA now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, but you know what? Before I give it away, because I got a lot of my information, I got a lot of good information from the person that actually Nish is going to be talking to you right now. I had a chance to meet some of her team. This just goes back to the July Systems. Yeah, it's not confidential. It's just, but July Systems was an acquisition Cisco made recently, gave us some new capabilities for doing location-based analysis with the cloud, expanding it so we're not just about on-prem when it comes to location. So right now, Nish is going to talk to Cindy, I believe, and we'll get those details now.
Great, thanks Rob and thanks Agrim. So I'm here in the World of Solutions with DNA Center and I'm here with Cindy Ho. Hi Cindy, how are you?
Hey, good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Could you tell us a little bit more about your role at Cisco and what's going on here?
Yeah, so I'm a product marketing manager at Cisco. I'm working on DNA Spaces. So Cisco DNA Spaces is a new location analytics and services platform that was launched just about 2 months back. Essentially, it's the next generation of CMX cloud portfolio. So really what we're doing is we're digitizing physical spaces and people and things to help customers learn more about what's happening inside their space. And what's different about this from CMX is that previously CMX was a different portfolio of solutions. Here we're really trying to simplify how location services are consumed and for our customers. So it's very simple, everything's under the same dashboard, it's a simple pricing structure. So here I'm going to show you what we're live at worldwide. So here's our global stats. We're live at about 23,000 locations, pulling data from about 510,000 access points, the number of location updates that we're able to process every single second, and here we're looking at how many visitors that we're seeing, how many visits that we've seen through the platform so far. And so what does this really mean for a customer who's looking at their space particularly? So here on the right side, we're actually live today at Cisco Live Barcelona. And here what we're looking at, we've seen about almost 9.5 thousand visitors so far over the past 2 days who are coming in and out of in the area. And this location hierarchy that we're looking at is essentially what we're looking at is the backbone of the IT infrastructure, told through a more line of business perspective. And so here, if we look at World of Solutions, we're live at about 68 access points just within this area, whereas the full conference center, we're live at about 714 access points. So the question is, how can we really pull data coming out of the access points to talk through a more business nomenclature, visitor behavior language? So what different kinds of location data that we're looking at is visit duration, visit frequency, how many times visitors are coming back. So visit duration we're looking at. So within this World of Solutions area with so many cool booths, we're looking at average visit duration for visitors is about 140 minutes, and we can benchmark that against the breakout sessions, against the keynote sessions. So really being able to comparatively look at a space and actually understand what's happening from a property level view. Beyond location analytics, the platform does so much. We look at engagements, we look at BLE management systems, we look at asset management under operational insights. And overall, what we're really trying to strive for is a very easy deployable location services model. So it's a cloud platform. You can go live within 48 hours. We're actually offering a free 90-day trial for customers to get started. If any customer has Meraki or Catalyst infrastructure, they can get started within 48 hours.
I was just going to ask actually, so how do customers go about doing that?
Yeah, so all we do is we send them the setup guide. It's really simple, so if any customer has existing Meraki Catalyst infrastructure today, they can get started within 48 hours. One of our customers wanted to know more about their data just before Black Friday. So the question was, can we turn 3,000 locations on within the matter of a month? And we sent them this guide, and they were able to get started within the week. After troubleshooting a few locations, getting them up to speed, they were able to go live with 3,000 locations just before Black Friday, so they can start seeing insights into what's happening in their space.
Got it. And obviously we mentioned CMX, and this is the next evolution of that. So what is it that the cloud enables you to do with DNA Spaces?
Definitely. So it is the next version. CMX as well as with additional feature capabilities added on. So the reason why we're pulling data, it's a combination of the July Systems acquisition platform that happened back in August, integrated with the CMX portfolio solution. So it's not a new product. Even though we launched 2 weeks ago, it's built off of a history of years of experience, years of expertise from both parties. And from the cloud solution, we're looking at location analytics from people, location analytics from things, being able to differentiate who's a visitor, who's a guest, who's a customer, and asset management for healthcare, manufacturing. We're looking at a variety of different industries from retail, malls, stadiums, manufacturing, healthcare. So it's very expansive, the amount of work that we can do, and we're just getting started.
Absolutely. We always talk about the power of data and how important that is, and it sounds like the DNA Space is a great way to bring that to life and to get some of those insights as well. So obviously we're here in the World of Solutions, much wider Cisco Live. What are you enjoying so far about the event?
I think it's amazing just to see how excited everyone is about what's happening here in this space. I think we're getting partners, customers, and even internal Cisco employees coming here who are so excited to learn about DNA Spaces, wanting to know what's different about it, wanting to understand how it's, really bringing out the cloud solution, cloud portfolio, software portfolio of Cisco. And I think it's just exciting to know that people want to learn more and people are interested, and that's a great validation.
Absolutely, and that's something that we've seen is the energy is really high at the event as well. So thank you so much, Cindy. Great to hear more about DNA Space in the world of solutions. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.